け散った空のかけら地平線を染め上げゆくほど
Alright guys, Jesse back with you with Grimjow's Gallery, and today we are looking at the SH Figuarts Sasuke Uchiha, ninja prodigy of the Uchiha clan bloodline. Man, say that 10 times fast. That was actually kind of hard to get out. Anyway, we'll just refer to it as young Sasuke from Naruto. Today we're going to be taking a look at this figure. What I would have to say is, this is probably one of my favorites. I'm a little bit partial to Sasuke, but I will definitely do my best to keep any sort of pro-Sasuke bias out of this review for you. So let's go ahead and get the base spinning and take a look. All right, so one thing that I really like kind of right out the gate with this figure is a lot of the attention to detail that they put into the young version of Sasuke. I like how we have his ninja tool bag, pouch right here for his kunai. I think that SH Figuarts, at least at a glance, right, just at a look, and we'll definitely jump into articulation, but from a glance, this looks like a solid figure, and in terms of an accurate depiction of the character and the source material, this looks just like young Sasuke. I really can't complain. Looks just like him. I think the hair sculpt is really, really good. I like the attention to detail with the bandana tied behind the back. Looks really cool. Looks really nice. If you guys could, please comment down below. Let me know what character you're looking forward to next in the Naruto SH Figuarts line. I've mentioned in the past that I'm looking really forward to the 2.0 Madara Uchiha, but I would say I'm also looking forward to maybe a more updated mold of a Tsunade. I know that we have one of Tsunade. The figure's, it's not that old, but I also don't think it's that great either. So a more accurate depiction of Tsunade from the show, I think that would be really cool. But let's go ahead, let's get Sasuke off the base and jump right into articulation. We are now up close and personal with Sasuke. One thing that I really like about a figure that has more of a simple design is, in theory, when we have more of a simple, clean design, that should translate to better articulation, at least in my opinion. There's a lot less things hanging off of the figure, a lot less things for the figure to catch on. So in terms of articulation, the shoulders go up. No issues whatsoever. No catch. Very clean, very smooth. Shoulders go back down. Let's take a look at the arm here. So we have elbow manipulation. Perfectly fine. In terms of wrist mobility, you can do a full 360 of the wrist, which is going to be important when we talk about some of the accessories that Sasuke comes with. He's going to need all this extra flexibility to kind of pose with these accessories, but really nice mobility, no issues there. He has some pretty nice joint action going on in regards to the shoulders. You can get a nice push back for really great range of motion. And he does come all the way forward too. The range of motion so far is really, really good and really clean. Really clean. Let's take a look now at some of the leg articulation of Sasuke. So all the way up. And I will say that was smooth. It had a nice action. Do that one more time. All the way up. That was just right up, right on the money. Ankle mobility. No issues with it for whatever. If you wanted to turn it 360, you could. But it can independently go back really far. It can come forward. And then we have the independent toe joint that I'm definitely a fan of. We have that here too. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the neck articulation, and we'll talk about some of the finer nuances to the articulation of the figure. So this piece here on his neck it moves independently, which I think is really cool. I think it's a really nice touch. And if you look here, there's no gap. I mean, there is a gap, but like it's not like you see down into the bare plastic. It's painted inside of here as well. So that is really cool, and I like that small detail. And it's just, they put some effort into this. Let's refocus, sorry. They put some effort into this, and I really like that. That piece can move independently. That's actually similar to the pants, so we do have some independent movement in regards to his pants. The other side does it as well. And then back here with the Ninja Tool belt, it does move and it does swivel as well. So very cool. But yeah, back to neck articulation. So Sasuke can look all the way down, pretty standard. All the way back, standard. And then we have side to side. No issues whatsoever side to side. Now, in terms of an ab crunch, let's see what we got. Okay, so not the best. That's about as far forward as the ab crunch can independently get us without me kind of using any extra joints to move him. Backwards, yeah, not great. So in terms of articulation, forward or backwards, it's not good. I'm going to be completely honest with you that articulation and how they engineered that is not the best. So now that we've kind of gone through that, let's go ahead, let's jump right into articulation, or excuse me, let's jump right into accessories, and hopefully the plethora of accessories that Sasuke comes with can really make up for some of the mobility issues, especially around the ab crunch area. So with this figure, guys, this is where I think things get really interesting, because we have to kind of break it down and look at it from a couple different angles. So in terms of price point, I believe that when this figure came out, it was probably anywhere between $60 USD to $65 USD. And that was more than likely 2 to 3 years ago when this figure came out. And it was a base release from Bandai. So it wasn't like premium Bandai or anything like that. It was readily available at the time that it released. So with that being said, if we talk about the figure just being a standard release, it comes with a lot of accessories. It truly does. So let's go through these accessories really quick and everything that this figure comes with. So we have our Chidori effect piece here that slots right into the hand. We have our, this is probably one of my faves, Demon Windmill Shuriken. So cool. And they did such a nice job with the paintwork on this shuriken. It looks really awesome. One of my faves to have him posed up with. We have down here 2 kunai. And then we have probably what most of you guys, the crown jewel of all the effects that he has, is he comes with a fireball for the fireball jutsu. And it comes with the stand that it's on. And if we get a little bit of a closer shot of it, it has some nice detail. It's not like flat or just like a plain fireball. Like, no, they put some really nice swirl designs into it, some really nice markings into it. Sorry, trying to get the camera to focus up for you guys. Sorry about that. But they put a lot of nice effort and a lot of nice emphasis on the fireball itself. And one really cool thing about it is it moves. So like, for instance, if you want to have him posed up and he's launching the fireball down, you can have that. You can have him launching the fireball up. I thought that was really, really nice. And again, like for a standard release, they gave us a lot with this Sasuke figure. So here we just have a menagerie of different hands. We have, I guess, grasping hands for the kunai, open hand here for the windmill shuriken. I'd like to call these beckoning hands, where he's kind of beckoning you forward. 2 sets of those. Martial artist hands here in the bottom. Jutsu hands. And some more grabbing and articulated hands here. Or grasping hands, I shouldn't say articulated, but more grasping hands. And these hands are used for when you're posing it up with the fireball. Kind of connects here to the back of it. And he's like holding it as he performs the fireball jutsu. So now on to the faceplates, and we get a lot of faceplates. I'll touch on this one last. This did not come with the figure, but I will let you know where you can get that from. So we have a really funny animated faceplate for Sasuke. I like this one. Really funny. A standard like looking forward face for Sasuke. A faceplate to pair with the fireball jutsu. And then lastly, one faceplate that I wish we had more of and different variants of with this figure would be with the Sharingan activated. So in my opinion, unfortunately, the only faceplate that we get with the Sharingan is kind of like this angry expression that you would probably pair with the Chidori. But I just wish we could have gotten just maybe like a normal face or like a stern face, right? I think that would have been really awesome. But we did get a Sharingan faceplate. Absolutely. I mean, I would expect it, but we only got one, and I just wish we could have got different faceplates with the Sharingan with different like emotional expressions on them. But lastly, so this one here, this comes with the SH Figuarts Orochimaru. So if you buy Orochimaru, who is also a standard release, it comes with Sasuke with half of the cursed mark activated. And that is really cool. I kind of don't like, Bandai's been doing this a little bit more often where they kind of go the build-a-figure route, kind of like Marvel does with their figures, but I think it's cool and it's nice to have something where the curse mark is represented with this figure. So that's all the accessories that we have. What we're going to do is let's go ahead, run Sasuke through a couple poses, and then I'll give you my final thoughts on the figure. And here we are running Sasuke through some of the accessories. Have him posed up with the fireball jutsu. Looks pretty cool. Not too over-designed, and sometimes simplicity is better. And this has to be my favorite accessory. We have Sasuke doing his best to hit Naruto with that Demon Wind Shuriken, but our boy's got some hops and he was able to make it right on over it. I used the DBZ aura effect part to kind of give it a little bit more of like a flying through the wind effect. And then lastly here we have Sasuke charging at Naruto with his Chidori. I think the Chidori effect, it's really nice compared to some of the older effects that we got with the 1.0 Naruto figures in the line. And I just used the aura effects again from the Dragon Ball Aura just to kind of make it look like we're running. All right, just going to give you guys a couple of my quick closing thoughts. In regards to this Sasuke figure, I think it's pretty solid. If you are a Sasuke fan or looking to expand on your Naruto figure collection, I definitely think that this would be a good buy. In terms of value, the value of this figure, it's a lot of accessories. He does come with a really unique amount of accessories and variety of accessories. The only drawback, I would say, in regards to this figure is the articulation, especially around the ab crunch. It's definitely less to be desired, and there is some restrictive range of motion with that. But all in all, if you're a Naruto fan wanting to expand on that Naruto collection, definitely a solid buy, especially too if you can get him for around what his USD purchase price was when he officially released. Like I said earlier in the video, about 60, 65 bucks. I think it's a solid buy. So once again, thank you guys very much for hanging out with me here at Grimjow's Gallery. I hope that you guys please do like, comment, and subscribe. Absolutely want to get this channel built up for y'all. And have an awesome weekend and a great rest of your day. Talk to you again soon.
高鳴る鼓動が答えだろう眩しい未来を描こうさよなら言わないまた会えるから僕らの物語は終わる